You're listening to Scheduling Sin with me, SnoMilf.
It was a gift to me seeing her finally come out of her shell because she's talked since we met.
Go, okay, switch. And so the guys would go to the next lady. And it was just...
Well, hello, Mrs. Snow.
Well, hello, Mr. Snow.
We are freshly back from the Red Dress Takeover in Glenview, Illinois. Mm-hmm. And we have a great show for you. We found an amazing couple there.
We did. We found a couple amazing couples.
We found a couple amazing couples, but this one was really special. They go by Cuntry Couple. That's country with a C-U-N-T-R-Y. And we met them during the room crawl at Red Dress. And this was their first hotel takeover.
You wouldn't know it.
You wouldn't know it.
They're very outgoing. They're very excited. They're very like wanting to do all the things.
Very fun. And they were hosting during the room crawl in their room. They were hosting Plinko.
Yes, Plinko.
And we actually heard about them before we met them because people were running down the hallways with toys that they said they had won playing this crazy Plinko game down the hallway.
They got fun prizes.
I think they were running off to go diddle themselves with these toys they had gotten.
Well, wasn't everybody running around diddling themselves? I mean, that's what a hotel takeover is.
Well, you're about right. But this conversation, we interviewed them. This was actually shortly after the takeover.
Yeah.
Listen in as we talk to Cuntry Couple. I guess the first things first, we met you at the Red Dress Takeover in Glenview, Illinois.
Yes.
That was your guys' first hotel takeover, right?
It was.
Yep.
And when did you guys pop your cherry into this lifestyle?
Last June. So that's like 8 months?
8 months. And so you guys are like going in pretty hard. So what were the first 8 months like?
Well, my philosophy is always go big or go home. So.
Yeah, I can see that. Considering the first time we met you, you were handing out sex toys and had a huge Plinko board and you were like engaging the entire hotel. So yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to a club here locally for our first time ever and just, it was a very slow night, which I think was good because we were able to kind of get the feel and we kind of had no clue what we were doing. So that was a lot of fun. Then we've gone to Vegas and been to a club out there.
Oh, wow. Okay. So let's back up a little. What kind of got you guys, like, what's your story? Like, how have you guys like been together and how did you guys get to the point where you've decided this is something you guys want to embark upon?
Well, she dabbled a little bit before we met.
Oh, so you're blaming her. That's fair.
No.
It's always one.
Not at all.
Take that blame.
Not at all. But I mean, she did a little bit as a unicorn.
Okay.
But other than that, we had gone down to Florida to pick up a vehicle for my stepmother, a handicap accessible van.
A white handicap van.
Did it say free candy on the side?
No. But it had the big handicap symbol on the side because it's got the ramp that folds out and everything.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we're driving home and I'm like, I think I'm going to take my top off and, drive like without my top on.
So you're driving.
Like, he's driving.
Oh, he's driving. Okay.
I'm sitting in the passenger seat in a white handicap van with the handicap symbol right behind the passenger seat.
Windows.
You know, people just thought you were like special, right?
Well, honestly, that's kind of genius, right? Like you could kind of get away with it.
Are people thinking he forgot to dress me this morning?
Yeah, and she's strapped in a wheelchair.
It's just easier if I don't bother to dress her.
She just eats her clothes.
So that just brought up conversations and stuff. That was in March of last year. And then for a couple months we talked about it and then went to our first club in June. And
did you have any idea when you guys were in the process of just talking about it? Like you had some experience with it, sounds like. Mm-hmm. So you kind of maybe introduced it a little bit.
Yes.
So how did those first conversations go? Like, how did you say, hey, maybe we should try this?
I don't even know, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Because we talk a lot. We have very open communication, which I think is very key to have in this lifestyle.
100% agree. Yeah.
Huge.
And we've had open communication before, and then being in this lifestyle has only brought more open communication.
Absolutely.
How it actually started, like, I don't know how those conversations really started. It just, then once it started, it just became like a snowball effect, and we were constantly talking about it and like, yes, let's just try this. And
when you say try this, are you talking about like engaging with another person or like couples, or like what are you kind of into, and what have you kind of learned about yourself as you've kind of dabbled a little bit? Because as a unicorn, were you just playing with couples?
I just dabbled. I never actually even played with anybody. Like I just went to a couple meet and greet type things, and I went to a club once with another couple. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I technically did play with a couple there.
One.
Caught her in a lie. That's lie one.
Yeah, there it is.
There we go. But,
much for that open communication.
Yeah. Lies.
We learn a lot of things on this show.
That was quick.
Yeah.
So did you know what you guys? Did you know what you wanted? Like, did you know where you wanted to start? What you were looking for?
No clue.
No clue. Okay.
So, we went to the club first. Mm-hmm. We went to the club, and there was only like maybe 7 couples there that night. Okay. And it was a Saturday night.
Oh, geez. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it was a very slow night there. And then we ended up going back the next day
It was the next week.
The next week for their Sunday Fun Day.
Oh, okay.
That's our vibe. We love the Sunday Fun Days. I mean,
everybody's naked outside at the pool.
If you want to be, that's the cool thing. If you don't want to be naked, you could stay clean. You could stay fully clothed.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Just everybody laying around, having fun in the pool, volleyball, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So when you went to the club and it was quiet, there's like only 7 couples. What did you think? I mean, surely you must have gone in there and be like, well, I guess this is what it's like then, huh?
Well, no, we went in there and we kind of talked to people and everybody, because we had no clue. I mean, we'd never heard of a hotel takeover. That first night was our first night of ever hearing about one.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
People telling us different things. I mean, we did go into a playroom and just played by ourselves.
Sure.
Okay.
But other people were like in another room where you could hear. And that was like,
that's always where it starts.
Steps.
Yeah, that's always where it starts. And I think it's important. That's just an important, really kind of a tip for anybody who wants to kind of engage in this, is when you go to a club or you go to any event, really not putting all this pressure on the idea of playing with others, because you guys can play with each other and have just as much fun time, because you're just kind of in a space that's very free and open and fun and sexy and all the things that you don't have to necessarily engage with others to have a good time.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I even just the 2 of us, I couldn't perform that night.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, even just the 2 of us.
Just because of the environment?
Yeah, I think so. It was just stimulation, really.
So our very first time at a club, we went kind of like you guys are describing. So we went to this club, and it was
not the idea of getting into the lifestyle.
Well, we didn't know what we were getting into.
Right. We were just kind of like going to a sex club with the idea of ourselves. Like, it wasn't really.
Yeah, we had this idea that we were just going to go in and like check it out. And if it was gross and weird, we would just leave. But it wasn't. It was, we stayed and we had a good time. But they showed us around, and they showed us all the individual playrooms, right? And they mentioned to us during the tour, they did tell us that this one room had a camera in it, and there was a TV out in like the kind of the front area by these rooms,
room, right? Like where you can be on camera and people
and
can watch.
It's like a closed circuit thing that you can see what's going on in this room. And they did tell us that, right? But we forgot. So we're going around
up and a little liquored up,
and
you
we're
don't remember these.
We're going around. We're like, hey, let's go find a room and go play. And so this room, all the rooms were closed,
except this one,
busy, except for this one. We go in there and we're brand new. Kind of like you're describing, like we're total newbies. And we're terrified. We go in there, we close the door, we like put the little chain up, we close the windows, and we kind of start doing our thing. And I lay down and she's kind of on top of me, and I look up and I'm like, hey baby, don't panic. And she looks at me, she's like, what? I said, okay, don't panic, but this is the camera room. And she looks at me and I'm like, I'm okay with it if you're okay with it. And she's like, nope. And we were out of there so freaking fast. But when we came out, like the couple that had given us a tour and some of the other people were all standing around in the thing, and they gave us like a standing ovation coming out of the room.
It's funny because now we would just not even bother closing the door. But
it'd be very different now, right?
Yeah.
So what did you guys? So you went that night. you played together, you kind of did your thing. What was the conversation after it? I mean, obviously you went like the next week. So what did you guys think?
We both, well, I thought it was cool and neat, and I wanted to go back when there's more people so you can engage with more people and maybe play. And well, that happened.
So you went back on, you said Sunday the following week.
Mm-hmm.
What was that vibe like?
Such a chill vibe, and you don't have to be naked. You don't if you don't want to.
Is this during the day, or is this in the evening?
It's a Sunday fun day. It's like
10 to 5.
10 to 5.
That is what I'm talking about.
All about this
stuff. Brunch and fuck. Yep.
It's great. They do volleyball. Everybody brings a little bit of something
like a
to eat.
potluck.
It's like
they cook burgers and hot dogs. And, yeah.
But then like me, I'm a pretty lady, but I'm not like a 10. But let me tell you, my confidence from going to Sunday Fun Day and being naked in front of other people and seeing other body shapes and just having the freedom of being in my own skin has brought so much confidence to me as a person, aside from all the sexual fun stuff.
That is so true.
It was a gift to me seeing her finally come out of her shell, because she's talked since we met. Like, I don't understand why guys can walk around on the beach without tops on, but we have to wear them. I want to go to a topless beach and all of this stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be perfect. This is what she's wanted her whole life, So she got it. And it really did. It boosted her self-esteem and her confidence level 100-fold.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, a lot of people, and I know like we were this way, a lot of people have never been to these clubs. They don't know that, like, I mean, a lot of us are not chiseled, rock star type people. And it's amazing. You go to these places and you will see all walks of life.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very open. It's very welcoming. I mean,
nobody is judgy about it. No one's
really
saying anything. Like, it's just, and to the confidence piece, I absolutely can relate to that. I think there was a lot of beliefs about like, well, nobody wants to see me naked. Like, I mean, nobody thinks, why would anybody ever? I mean, let alone why would anybody want to have sex with me? But like, why? No one wants to see this because I have rolls and stretch marks, and I'm not, you know what I mean? But I will tell you, the confidence that comes with this lifestyle is just pretty incredible. And I also think, I feel like there are so many vanilla people, we call them muggles, that just have no concept. Like, I mean, I think to myself, like, it's such a shame that they don't have an ounce of that experience. Mm-hmm. Like, aside from all of the open lifestyle stuff, like just the experience of being 100% comfortable in your own skin is something that this lifestyle absolutely brings, that I wish everybody could have. Because you think about all of your girlfriends and people that are just so... they're just so self-conscious and they're just so worried about this, that, and the other. And it's just like, whatever. Like, we have such a good time, and it's just a real cool thing.
So Sunday, you're hanging out at the pool. Everybody's naked. Are the playrooms open and all that kind of stuff too?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So how was that day? As far as, I mean, did you feel more comfortable that day?
I think that day, if I remember correctly, we went into a room that had 2 beds in it, and there was another couple playing in the other bed.
So like same room, but just
two separate beds, opposite
side
side of the room.
Yeah.
We didn't know them, but we went in. We asked if it was all right if we could come into the room, and they're like, absolutely. So we played on this bed, and they played on that bed.
And another couple came in and played in between the 2 beds.
Nice.
So
what was that like for you?
It was weird at first, but it was really kind of hot. Like it's very like, oh my God, I'm watching somebody else have sex. This is not okay, but this is totally okay. We're here to do this. You just have to get out of your own head sometimes. Mm-hmm. That's me at least, but so exciting and so thrilling too.
Yeah. It is super fun to watch people have fun and just enjoy each other.
You know, something that I noticed, and this was kind of a revelation for me at the last hotel takeover, is we're in those playrooms and other people are playing on the other beds and stuff. And I noticed, I don't know why this never occurred to me before, but I noticed that like the average, even like really like fit couples and younger couples and stuff, they're not really like going at it like monkeys. You know what I mean? Like you have this idea, like if you watch like porn or whatever, like you these people fuck like Olympic athletes. You know what I mean? And it's like it goes on forever and they're doing all this crazy shit. And then you watch real people and you're like, oh, I guess I'm normal.
Yeah, right. They're not swinging from the ceiling and stuff. Yeah.
No. I mean, it's like it's so much more normal than you think. And I think that's like really common, especially with guys. It's like, especially if you watch porn, is you have this idea of what like good sex looks like. And you realize that that's just performative nonsense. I mean, that's not what it really is, but it does definitely, at least it did for me, kind of make you feel like you're not measuring up.
It reels in the expectations a little bit.
Absolutely it does. Yeah. Absolutely it does. So after these couple experiences, what did you think of it all? I mean, did it start some conversations about what you guys are looking for, what you're into, what you want to try?
Oh, absolutely.
After that, we ended up going on a social media platform, and we there was a random post that said looking for a couple to play with, and it was in the middle of the week, in the middle of the afternoon, and we happened to have that time open. And so I responded, and we met up with this couple at a hotel, and we did a soft swap.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
That was our first time like anybody else. It was the weirdest thing. Like you're walking up to a hotel door and you knock on a door. Never met these people before, and all of a sudden you're naked together. But
that sounds like a normal day.
Well, I mean, it took like 10 minutes, and then you're naked.
We were chit chatting and everything, and we got to know each other a little bit and kind of broke the ice. And then, I mean, we're like, are you guys comfortable? And we looked at each other and we're like, yeah, and it was their first experience swapping as well. So
really,
yeah. So it was.
And then less than a month later, we're in Vegas having an orgy at
You really are a big go bigger, big go home person.
You guys move a little faster than some new couples do.
Yeah.
Yep. And then in October, we went to Temptations. And now in March, we're going on the cruise for Temptations. And,
okay.
Oh, yeah. No, it's snowballed real quick.
Oh, that's fantastic. What was that soft swap like? Like, were they nervous? Were you guys nervous? What was that like?
I think we were all completely nervous because it's just so weird when you think about it. Like you're not conditioned to do anything like this. And you hear weird, crazy stories. Like before we knocked on the door, I'm like, what if they murder us?
What if they murder us?
Well, but I do think, and we've talked about this before, this 4-way connection is really tough.
Yeah.
It's hard. When you say that, well, we're both new and we ended up meeting and it ended up working out and it sounds like it was a pretty good experience. Like, I feel like that's not as common, unfortunately, I think, as sometimes.
Oh, I got to tell you, when you said that, I was blown away.
Yeah, because I think, not because there are a lot of shady, nasty people out there by any means. It's not that. It's just getting everybody, first of all, to be available at the same time and in the same place. Okay, that everyone's comfortable. And it's just that's not always an easy. Yeah. I mean, like the stars have to align, right? So, yeah.
Now, mind you, we've never heard from this couple again. So,
okay. Well, there you go.
It has gone so well for them.
Yeah, I don't know how it went for them, but I mean, everybody seemed to leave pleased. So,
yeah, but it wasn't like you didn't have like a terrible experience. It sounds like on either side. Yeah. Well, there you go.
What have you tried? So you've tried obviously same room with other folks. You've tried soft swap. Have you gone as far as full swap and these other things? Like, what are you guys into?
We prefer full swap, same room.
Okay.
We don't anticipate, even though everyone we speak to says, "Oh, you'll play separate. You'll play."
Yeah.
We have no expectations to ever want to do that.
Okay.
Like when she went to Cancun last month on her girls' trip, I gave her a hall pass.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I said,
I went to Cancun for that.
Do what you want.
Yeah.
Whatever. And she's like, I ain't never given you one. And I'm like, that's okay.
I ain't never given you one.
But yeah, I mean, she's open about it, and that's fine. But
yeah,
and so she didn't take it, and I wouldn't take it either. I mean, I want to be there with her, not as a protector, but to be able to watch her enjoy herself.
Yeah.
Well, and we're in this together. Like we have great sex together. We have a great relationship. We have a great time. We're just in this to fulfill fantasies.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Ourselves. And now we've made good friends and, like it's a whole completely different lifestyle. You think of like swingers and you think of the 70s where you have to pick the keys out of the bowl and that's who you're with. And that's not what I want. I want to connect with someone emotionally and physically.
Right.
And we've been pretty fortunate. We have met a couple different other couples that we've played with, and they found out that we were playing with both of them, and they had played together. And so then there was 3 couples that we would go out to dinner and get a hotel and have fun. And so then there's 6 of us playing, and that's a lot of fun. More hands, the better in my eyes.
We kind of started going down this road too, because we started doing these monthly socials, and it was every month we were getting, and we're still doing it, although we're kind of just picking back up on from a break.
Yeah.
But we would get together every month at like a restaurant or bar, and we would get lifestyle people together and hang out, talk. People could get to know each other, whatever. But what started happening more and more and more is that after every single one of these, everybody would go back to the same hotel room, and it would turn into this massive orgy. In fact, the last time, I think the last time it was literally the entire group, for like 20 something people in a hotel room.
We've had some fun, and we've had you should listen to that episode. We had the hotel security called on us, and it's been a good time. Like we're blacklisted from a couple
certain
of
hotels.
It's fine.
Yeah. Things just escalate.
Yeah.
You know?
But I do think it's such a, in this lifestyle, when you start meeting with people and you kind of build relationships of friends, and just people to hang out with and like-minded people, I think naturally it's going to end up in a hotel room in some way. I mean, it's just bound to happen. If not playing with each other, then playing adjacently, or, I mean, just kind of being around each other naked. Yeah.
So have you had any wobbles? Have you had any hiccups where some stuff happened and you were kind of like, I don't really like that?
Well, I think it was our first full swap experience.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I'll let you tell the story.
So we're out on the patio at the club, and at a club, and we're talking with this couple, and we looked at each other, and we're like, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And so her and the other guy started talking and kissing, and I'm standing off to the side with the wife, and she literally looks at me and says that, I'm taking one for the team tonight.
Oh my gosh, she
Didn't know
said
about
that?
this afterwards.
Yeah,
or else
she
we
said
would
that to
stop
you?
right there.
She said that to me.
First of all, that woman is fucking crazy, because I would climb you like a tree. But
Well, thank you.
but that's gross.
So, and then later we're upstairs, and she's not responding at all.
Yeah. Ugh.
And which I feed off of my partner.
Oh, sure.
If I'm not getting any reaction, then I'm not reacting either. So that was a downfall. And then the next thing I know, apparently he wasn't able to perform either.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, he's with me.
Okay.
And none of that was discussed prior.
Okay.
Like I even asked her, well, the two of them, because she had gone off to go to the bathroom. And on the patio, I had asked if she was bi. And she's like, oh, yes, and that would have been a perfect opportunity to bring up the fact that so is he.
Right.
But that didn't happen.
Right.
Instead, it happened in the room. And
that's not something you...
Now, are you bi?
I am not.
Okay.
But I would say I'm bi-situational.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
So, in the moment, I had thoughts about it prior.
Yeah.
So in the moment, I was open to the idea.
Mm-hmm.
It was just an oral experience.
Mm-hmm.
But then at one point I look up and there's literally 8 people in the room standing around us all watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was also interesting. But it was a little standoffish. It definitely taught me anyways to talk about your dynamics 100% beforehand.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything's on the table.
And I think it also just speaks to this, like you have to have these conversations with your clothes on, Because when you're in that moment and your clothes are off and you're kind of like mid whatever you're doing, it's much harder to say I'm not really feeling it, or I mean it's tough, and there's a finesse to that I think
there really
it takes
is.
a while to kind of, we're not great at it, but I think we've had experiences that we've been able, and we've had to be direct to say, it's just not a really good match for us, or whatever it is. Yeah.
We're trying to get better about it. That negotiation ahead of time, and I think maybe this was this way for me, but people kind of feel like it kills the mood a little bit. Like you're vibing with a couple, you're hanging out, you're flirting, you're kissing a little bit, and now we have to stop and have like a conversation. Like, where can I put this?
Yeah.
Right?
It's kind of
do you hold it in your hand like that? Like,
but the thing about it is, though, the thing about it is, if we kind of normalize that conversation, though, we're all going to have such a better experience.
Yeah.
But I'm really curious, though, for you, when she said, "I'm taking one for the team tonight," I think for me that would have been like, "Nah, I'm done."
Good. Yeah.
Did you kind of try to press on, or like how did that go?
I did. I kind of just pushed it off to the back because again, it was our first full swap experience.
Yeah.
And it reared its ugly head pretty quick in the experience.
Right.
Which, I wasn't able to perform.
Right.
Yeah.
But, sure.
I mean, it was.
But at the same token, how could you be expected to if you were kind of told up front that like,
I'm not into you?
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
What made you decide to go along with it? Was it you were trying to help your wife have a good experience, and so like you're kind of like, well, then I guess I'm gonna stay in it? Like, what made you decide to go along with it?
I don't know. I'm just kind of what the hell kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead, and if they're into each other, then that's great. And, and like I was saying, it seemed like in the moment, neither one of the guys was able to be ready.
Yeah.
Be hard. And he was able to get hard when he was playing with me.
Yeah.
It's just a little.
It was awkward.
Very.
Yeah. It is amazing how you get so much confidence from this, but you also can get very rejected and have those, because you're so vulnerable that it's almost more detrimental when you have an experience that is like, when someone says what they like, I'm not interested, or I don't want you, or I'm taking one, like, it's like, it almost hurts more because you're so much more vulnerable in that space, I think.
Well, I mean, I already know I'm not all that in a bag of chips.
Yeah.
So I'm going into it like I'm some chiseled Greek god, or,
Mr. Olympia.
Mr. Olympia or anything.
Right.
I'm not an ugly guy, but I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So I accept that. And if I'm not hers, but she's trying to keep her husband happy, I can play along with that.
Right.
But after that, we have nobody takes one for the team.
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And that's why that 4-way match is just tough. And I think sometimes organically, that's I think a lot of times where solo experiences happen. Like in that experience, maybe like she's not completely alone with this person, but you're not necessarily playing, you're watching. So you know what I mean? Like it just looks so different for everybody. But I think the 4-way match and wanting to only do the 4-way match, although it sounds great, it's just sometimes hard to actually do.
The funny thing on that is I have this idea, and I haven't had it play out yet, but I'm eventually, I think it will. Like, let's say the four of us were together and you and Mrs. Snow were really vibing, and you and I liked each other, but we just didn't feel like we were going to be play partners. I have this idea that you and I could sit on the couch with a beverage and watch the two of them and just laugh and critique the whole time, and it would be fine. Like,
he also wants to he would like make sandwiches and make a little charcuterie, and it would be great.
Yeah, like occasionally, like when they were like mid going at it, like throw an M&M at him and see if you can get.
You should be feeding us snacks during this, because that'd be great.
Absolutely, there is no need to take one for a team.
Maybe.
Yeah. I need a little more brie, please.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And again, that kind of goes back to that conversation ahead of time. Like, if you could just have that conversation, I think people would have more fun. But
expectations, man, they get you every time.
we talk to couples all the time, and this is something that I understand it and I respect it, but I wish people could kind of work through it a little bit. Is this, well, if my partner's playing, then I should be playing too.
Right.
And if I'm not playing, then my partner shouldn't be. And I get that. And I can understand that. But at the same time, it limits you so much on what opportunities are out there because not everybody's a fit for each other, you know, between couples.
But I think the definition of play, right? Like, I think you watching me, you absolutely get something out of that.
Yeah.
That's super fun for you. And it's also super fun for me to show off. So, I mean, like, even though it's I may be the one playing, it's still a us experience because you're still very much a part of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I can be happy for you that you're having fun.
And this is why you're the best husband ever.
Damn good one.
Damn good one.
So you moved on and went to Vegas. Which one did you go to in Vegas? I've heard of a few. Which one?
We went to Flirt.
Flirt. Oh, I haven't heard of that one. I know
It's outside of town. I'd say probably about 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was a half an hour.
Okay.
It was on the
We were already a
outskirts.
couple drinks in. When
Because
we were
I've heard of like the Green
happens.
Door and a couple other ones in
Yeah,
Vegas.
we were told to stay away from the green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we heard
Oh, really?
good
That's
things
kind of what
about
I've heard too. So what did you think of that club? What was that club like?
That club was really cool, actually.
it. It was really pretty.
On the like the congregation room, let's call it, okay?
What a great word.
where the bar is and everybody's just hanging out. The couches are there. He's just chilling and chatting.
Yeah.
Up above there was 2 rooms, glass walls.
Okay. Yeah.
And everybody down below could watch what's going on up there.
That's
and
kinda
that's fun.
That's
Yeah, that's
super
cool.
fun.
Really
I can
cool.
see your ass pushed up against that glass window real quick.
Just smush cheeks.
Yep.
Love it.
You know that glass has seen some ass cheeks. Yeah.
Gotta be triple
But
pain.
so in Vegas, this is just going to sound weird, but like I said, we had an orgy, but at one point we had a fluffer because she was on her,
It was
Aunt
sure.
Flo was visiting.
Yeah.
So she was in charge. She's like, okay, all the ladies sit here. And then it was like we had a blowjob line.
It was an assembly line of blowjobs.
That's amazing.
I know.
All
Good
the
for
guys-
her.
Wait. Who's moving? Who's staying still and who's moving?
The ladies were sitting on the bench. And so Fluffer, she'd go, okay, switch. And so the guys would go to the next lady. And
Yeah.
it was the weirdest thing, but it was so crazy and so fun. Like it was such a blast. And
That is hilarious.
blowjob assembly,
So I've had this game that I've been wanting to play for a while, where Mrs. Snow sits in a chair and there's 3 guys or 4 guys, and she knows who they are, but she gets blindfolded, and she has to identify them by giving them blowjobs.
I feel like this is dangerous.
It's risky.
It's risky. I'd be like, no, you're too small. No, you're too big. You're not this person. You're that person. See? But I'm that's not gonna work.
I don't know. Could be fun.
it could be fun.
I'm not opposed to it. I didn't say no. I just don't know if I want to
I-
include the
I
judging.
think if she'll entertain that thought, I think you could flip it and you could have 3 different women and you're blindfolded and you have to identify them by eating them out.
If I have
Ooh.
to.
Yeah.
If I have to,
Sad.
I will. I'll do it for science.
Yes. Okay.
We do a lot of things for science on this podcast.
It's all R&D, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell us about Temptations. What was that like?
Well, I was sick the entire week.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no.
it wasn't as exciting as we only played one time with one other couple,
Okay.
which was super fun. We're friends with them still. Hopefully we'll get to go visit them. But it was a party atmosphere. It was just brought down a little bit because I was sick the whole week.
Oh.
Oh no.
But is that an environment that I feel like, because I've heard different things about different resorts and cruises, and there's just different vibes, and some of them are much more open than others. And I don't know if you
Temptation it's like a sexy place, but not a lifestyle place, right?
Yes.
Right. You have about half the people are lifestyle and half the people are just open free people.
they're just
So-
nudists. Yeah.
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 And we made friends with both, obviously, because we're friendly people. But I mean, we had a blast. You're in the pool every day. partying. They have these little chickens that people bring. We came home and bought 400 of them for ourselves.
400 chickens?
They're
Well, the
these
slingshot chickens.
They're these little rubber chickens.
Oh, okay.
Long, and they're like stretchy, and you can fling them all the way across the pool. And it was just a super fun game. It's like
wars.
Okay.
Yes, having chicken wars, but it's like an icebreaker. And then you find someone cute, and you fling your chicken at that cute person. And then
I could go get one out of the box if you'd like to see one.
I want to fling my chicken.
Yeah, we did. We brought about 40 of them to the hotel takeover with us.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I didn't see the chickens at the takeover.
Well, that was about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning the last night.
Well, we were.
Yeah, Saturday night.
Yeah, we were.
You
asleep.
guys are full of surprises.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Like for instance, the last night that we were at Temptations, because each night is a theme night,
right?
And the last night that we were there was cartoon characters.
Oh,
okay.
And she was the sexy Snow White, and I was Fred Flintstone.
Or that's what we brought.
Well, I've recently lost 130 pounds.
Oh, okay.
So I told her, I said, hey, you want to fuck with people? She goes, what you got in your mind? I said, if I can fit in your Snow White costume, I said, let's switch costumes. So we did.
Mind you, the Snow White outfit comes with a women's
thong.
G-string song, women's little yellow thong.
Nice.
Well, his junk did not fit in that song very well.
No.
Kept having to readjust all night.
However,
so we get downstairs, mind you. So now I'm Fred Flintstone. So all I'm wearing is this big moo-moo like thing.
Right, this orange,
big
yeah.
feet, and I got the bat. It was so comfortable.
Yeah, right.
no bra, no underwear.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
A giant moo-moo.
And you're just walking around in this tight little thong G-string
Oh,
thing.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
But the best part was, it's off of Amazon was the Snow White costume. So there's 14 other Snow Whites in the same exact outfit or there. And what do they want? They all want their pictures with Al because he's the sexiest Snow White with his big beard and everything.
So, yeah, it was interesting to say the least. And then she convinced me to wear it to her bar at a vanilla setting for Halloween.
We did get him yellow boy shorts instead of
I was like, we brought.
But
I won.
He won first place for the Halloween costume contest in Snow White outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's so funny.
Oh, yeah.
So we get back to the room and he's like, oh my God, Dave, we were such a hit. And I'm like, no, we were not a hit. You were a hit.
No, I don't take that very well. You were a big hit.
That's so funny.
So, yeah.
Well,
I thought you were going to say like Jessica Rabbit or something. And I was like, ooh.
I can tell you this. Like, we obviously did not know you before the hotel takeover. But you guys stood out to us as one of the highlight fun couples.
Absolutely.
That we met there that night. Of all the people that we met, because you guys just have this like never met a stranger vibe.
Yeah.
You know, and you were so fun to talk to and just so easygoing. And we were immediately gravitated to you guys. And so that was huge. And I thought it was really cool that you guys decided to do like the Plinko game during the hotel takeover.
Well, it's such a fun way to just engage with people.
It really is.
I mean, it's just we did one of the times we did a takeover, we did a cock ring, like we did a ring toss with cocks.
Yeah, we did.
So like we had the dildos on the table, and we had like rings.
It was dildo ring toss.
And we ended up starting with like big rings, and then we had like little ones, but no one ever got to the little ones because they couldn't even get the big ones on.
We found out that all of our friends suck at ring toss.
Yeah, depth perception is a problem.
One of our friends abandoned ring toss in the middle of the game because she found out it was time to go fuck.
Right. Well, I mean, it's,
Good reason to.
Well,
yeah, I mean, it's
priorities.
Right. I mean, you got to know your audience.
I didn't come here to play ring toss.
Yep.
But the suction cup on the walls was good. That was fun.
So what parts of the hotel takeover attracted you guys? Like, where did you guys find yourselves hanging out? In the playrooms, out on the dance floor?
Was that vibe kind of something that's like what you like, or that's something that you would continue to do? The takeovers?
No, we liked it. We had a great time. Definitely, I'm going to go back again. I loved it. I think I want a lower level of a room so I could be closer to the dance floor.
Oh, okay.
But we had no idea what to expect.
Right.
But,
Oh, sure.
we went to the orientation night the first night, and everyone, everyone in the lifestyle period just seems to be so
welcoming,
open.
They're very nice for the most part. Yeah, absolutely.
And so we went to the orientation Friday night because I really wanted to know what to expect and stuff. And then Saturday morning we got up, we did the bingo. I won in one of the parts of the bingo. Of course, there's 2 other people that won, and they couldn't do a moan off. I would have won that, but they had to do a dance off, and the dude won, not me. But I still got a gift card. Thank you. But we missed the afternoon pool party, which everyone said was supposed to be great. We took a nap.
Which day was that? Was that Saturday?
Is key. Nap is key.
Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then before we had gone, we had no idea what to expect. But one of the couples we play with, they go all the time to these. And they're like, everybody has like drinks or food in their room. Everyone decorates their rooms. Some have games, some not. We're like, okay, well, what are we going to do? Well, I'm the Jell-O shot queen. So I made about 180 Jell-O shots to bring. Yeah. That's why you saw me at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning walking around with a box. I'm not taking these home. But he's like, we could bring the Plinko board because we have a big party every year. We got a bunch of games. And so we just changed the bottom of the Plinko board for like suck something, kiss something, prize. And we had cock rings. We had vibrators. We had a couple naughty shirts. Yeah. Some other fun prizes. He's been collecting them for.
Yeah, Temu is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love Temu.
So what would you do differently at your next one? Like, I mean, it's so funny because when we've gone to a couple and I feel like we typically only go for one night just because of our life. We can really only manage to get away for one night. But there are people that literally move in, right? I mean, like just the amount of stuff and showmanship they bring to their room. And I'm sure you guys walked around and you saw some of the stuff that people did to their rooms, and it's just incredible. And I don't know if you guys what do you guys want to do in the future?
I don't know what we want to do in the future either.
You set the bar pretty high.
Yeah, I know, right? We kind of do that. We set it high, and then we're like, how do we go higher next time?
Yeah.
But I definitely do think the Plinko board was a hit because it got people, like physically, you have to step in the room to do it. And it got people laughing and talking. And that's how you guys came in and met us. You came up on the tour. The bad part about having that is we were having so much fun in our room. We didn't get to go tour.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Hotel during that hour and a half of the room tours because we were so busy entertaining in our own room.
Right.
So
that was kind of our experience too. So we actually did it last time around. You mentioned we did like the dildo ring toss and that kind of stuff. And we kind of had the same experience, right? So we did that thing in our room and it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of people kind of come through, but this last one we went to was the first one we went to I'd say less as the podcast and more as just
we
guests.
didn't bring hardly anything to decorate. We had our stuff out in the hallway, like our stickers and our just kind of
swag
and stuff.
But we just went and like you're talking about, like we went and toured it and like walked around, and that was a lot of fun. That was a good
I think
vibe.
you have to kind of do both. I mean, I think, as you go to different ones, and obviously different hotels some of them are way bigger, some of them are smaller, and obviously they all have different themes. But yeah, I think maybe one, you just go just to be kind of an observer, or you go just for the purpose of enjoying all the things, not always being the one that people are coming to. Right. I think that's a good balance.
We should do one where we can we team up.
Oh,
and do it together. And then we can walk around in shifts. Like a couple people can run it for a while and then like switch out. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Does that mean I have to be the one to suck things on the Plinko board? Is that?
You guys can negotiate that.
It's I volunteer as tribute. It's fine.
So you want to do a kissing booth?
I thought about doing a kissing booth. I thought that would be kind of fun, but I don't know. We'll see.
I like that idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's some.
Al's pretty handy.
Oh. I'm just saying. I want a like one of those, like on Peanuts where there's like Lucy is sitting on behind the little wooden thing that's a psychiatrist, like 5 cents or whatever it is. I just wanted to say kissing booth.
So speaking of bingo, what's still on your swinger bingo card that you like, experiences you'd like to have, or what do you still want to try?
Still want to do MFM.
Okay.
We've done the 2 females.
Lucky.
And
I do have to say, as someone who has participated in many MFMs and been the only F, it's quite nice.
We had
But
like a thing one night at the club.
Yeah.
But
I may have been spoiled.
And then it became time to go home and we didn't get to finish. So
during the three couples, she was able to enjoy DVP.
Oh,
nice.
So she hasn't done DP.
Yeah.
But that's on the list.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I could do DVP. I've done DP.
And you liked it a lot more than you thought you would.
Well, there's a lot of things going on in the moment, but yeah, it was fun. But I don't know if I could do DVP. I don't know.
It was really like awkward getting into that.
Well,
position.
right. I this is the conversation I have. Like, I need logistics, right? Like, get some like dolls and tell me where my leg goes.
People who have never done like DP or DVP and they've only seen it in porn do not understand how complicated that shit really is.
They edit that. In those porn movies, they edit that shit because when you're mounting things, it's not pretty.
Well, and it helps if you have a super long porn star dick. That helps.
That does, yeah.
At least one person does.
Right.
Has to.
The amount of it is so hard. Like the amount of squatting and awkward positions that you have to get into to make it work. Like, it's fun, but the whole time, like, your lower body is like screaming at you and you're like, is it worth it? I don't know.
10 more seconds.
How much longer is this gotta happen?
Oh God. I'd do it again though.
I know. All that being said, I'd sign up again.
Yep.
Yeah. I know the more hands on her, the better. She just loves all the hands.
Miss Country loves some hams.
Yes.
I like it.
Did you guys go in all three playrooms? They had a blackout room, a hot wife room, and a couples room. Did you go in all three of them?
We did. We went in the blackout room with another couple that we have known for a while, but nothing happened. And in the blackout room, we all made out with each other and a little touching. And
so what was that like? The blackout room was there any light at all in there?
No.
Yeah. Because
it was super, super weird because you walk in and you have to like hold hands. And I'm like, if you're going into this room, I want to make sure I have the least amount of clothes on because you have to find your clothes after.
Right. Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
And so we're in there and we're just standing in the middle of the room. Now we on the first night when we were at the what is it called? The orientation, they walked us through all of the rooms. So we got to go in
see what it looks like. Yeah.
So you kind of had a lay of the land a little bit.
Yeah. But so we're standing in the middle and there's beds on both sides, but you can't see them. You can hear people, but that's it. So we weren't in there for very long, maybe like 5 minutes, because I was like, I can't do this. I need to see what's going on.
We talked about that. Like, first of all, I don't know how people have not like broken a leg in that, like just pure clumsiness, walking into people, hurting people, elbowing people in the face. I mean, just because you can't see shit.
No.
With us standing in the middle of the aisle, I'm surprised nobody bumped into us.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to get. Like, so how do you even find, I mean, obviously if you can't hear them, how do you know there's nobody on a bed? Like, you just feel around until you find bodies, I guess, huh?
Yes, yeah. We didn't make it to the bed.
No,
was it pretty full? Was that room pretty busy?
You don't know.
I mean, I guess was there a lot of people? Yeah.
You can hear there's at least 4 or 5 other people in there, but
I'm too clumsy.
There could have been
that
12.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm too clumsy for that shit. Like, I would be like bonking people in the head.
I know.
And tripping over people. It would be calamity.
I knew that with the lights on. So,
well, I mean, like the idea of a blackout room with like a couple up lights like far away that you could at least see outlines of people. That I think would be much better. And the idea of a blackout room, the only way I would be comfortable in that is if I knew the 4 people or whatever that I knew who were in there. And like you said, I knew the lay of the land. I knew what was in the room. I could see maybe getting into that, but outside of that, I think it's just not really my vibe.
And remind me, because you guys went to the orientation, aren't the consent rules just a little bit different in the black room than they are in the other rooms?
No, you're still supposed to have consent to touch, but you have to understand that not everybody, you're not going to know who is touching you. So they still said you need to get consent, but the black rooms,
I would be worried that I'm touching the wrong person. Like, I
Right.
think I'm touching you.
You know, I'd be
A
inclined
little
to go.
hairier than I remember. No.
What is that?
I'd be inclined to go in there and just start going, Marco.
This is the swinger dad joke. This is the swinger dad portion of our episode.
I would annoy the shit out of everybody in that room.
Go in there with glow in the dark contacts.
Did you guys go into the hot wife room and see the like the glory holes that were set up?
Yes,
We did.
We saw we saw the check glory hole being used.
Oh, nice.
The female one or the male one?
The female
Female.
one.
And being used by people that obviously knew each other or people that didn't?
I don't think she knew. There was a line.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yep.
I see. I remember seeing a line. Maybe that was a line that, I mean, because I thought that was like couples that knew each other that were going to go mess around with that thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
Would you do
We
that?
don't know her story. It could have been all of her friends in line, or it could be strangers.
They say that you have like a spotter. She would have a spotter outside saying yes, no, yes,
Right.
no.
Right. And like checking on condoms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Because that was my fear of the blackout room, because we're condoms for penetration.
Sure.
We
Sure.
protection. And I know that does turn some people off.
Right.
But in there,
How do you, yeah.
you have to take
Exactly.
people's word for it, and that's not a great idea.
I mean, you could grab a hold and see, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't even see to put it on.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're not wrong about that.
Yeah.
So I have this thing about glory holes. I
have this thing. It's a fear that Mr. Snow has about glory
I have an
holes.
irrational fear about putting my penis through a hole, and I don't know what's on the other side of it. Like I have this. Like, did you ever watch like was it Robin Hood Men in Tights where they had that little guillotine machine for doing circumcisions? I always picture that shit. Like I just think something horrible is going to happen to it, and I do not want to stick my wiener through there. But the last,
Not like there's a dragon on the other side.
you don't know. You don't know.
Okay.
The last club we went to, there was a glory
So
hole
many
room, and there was a guy taking a nap in it.
Oh, yeah. It was,
And we were like,
his dick was not in the hole.
no, he wasn't
was just
asleep
napping
in
in
there.
it.
He was just napping in it. We were talking to somebody, and they're like, "There's a guy in there," and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's Bob or whatever his name is. He goes in there every night and takes a nap."
Okay.
Well, interesting place. Maybe he's hoping to be woken up with.
I don't know. I mean, do you want to try a glory hole? Like, would you like that?
Nope. No thanks.
No.
It's not your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I think the female glory hole thing is kind of hot.
That is hot. If it's the whole complete, I say that. The whole complete stranger and not being able to see them, I think is not what I would do. I mean, I've done stranger stuff like in the hot wife room, but I've at least been able to see them.
Yeah.
I think that does make a difference for me.
But I think, would you enjoy the being on display part?
I always enjoy being on display.
Like the silhouette dancing thing, or
I think next time we go to one, I think we should try it.
You always think we should try whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
YOLO.
YOLO. All right. Fair enough.
yeah, that's my wife.
So let me ask you this, and as we kind of wrap things up a little bit, a question I have for all the couples in your guys' shoes now. Like you started 6 months ago and you've had all these experiences now. What would you go back and tell yourselves, advice-wise, if you could do it all over again? Like if there were a new couple like you that were just getting started, what would you tell them?
I would tell him never take one for the team.
Yeah.
Because that's messed with his head from the first
Absolutely.
Yeah.
get go. And just zero expectations.
Mm-hmm.
And you're there to have a good time for yourselves. If you get to play with somebody else, that's just an added bonus.
Yeah.
That is such good advice.
Yeah.
And that honestly, that's advice that I only really started taking in the last year or so.
Yeah. I think when, and we can speak for ourselves. I don't know if you guys fall in this category at all, but we're just very busy in life. Like we have 2 small children, we're working professionals. We just have a lot of life. And so when we schedule a night out, we go to a hotel, we make all the arrangements to go to a hotel takeover. there's kind of there was this unspoken pressure. Well, we have to do something because when else are we going to do it? Right. You know, like this idea of here we are, we're not going to be here again for another 8 weeks. And so it's sometimes you kind of get in your head, we talk about expectations, and it's not just expectations of others as much as it's expectations of what you want to do. And so I think the expectations thing is something to really kind of just very much keep in check, because it's hard. It's hard when you're really horny and you're excited and you want to do something and it doesn't work out. It's kind of deflating. And then you're like, why the fuck did we do all this? Or you put all this effort into having a chat with somebody and then they don't show, or then they fade out, or you just can't get together. And it's like, we are available 7 weeks from next Thursday, but I have no idea if I'm going to be horny on that Thursday, but we'll just roll the dice and see what happens. And inevitably, like, you know, a kid gets sick or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I think honestly, that's probably why I pushed through that first time. Because of the expectations I had, like, oh, okay, we need to get through this barrier and everything, which inevitably just created a new barrier for me. So, but the expectations thing is something that I have a problem with, because I don't know really how to put it, but I don't know, it's something that messes with my head almost every time. So.
Well, and then here, like say you go to a club or you go to a hotel takeover, you go to a meet and greet and you see all these other people, and yeah, you're going to find people attracted, and nothing happens between your couple and another couple. But when we get home, we have the best sex.
Right.
Yeah. You know,
absolutely.
just between us, because of all of the lead up. And even if nothing happened, we still have great sex when we come home.
Right. I think it is kind of this expectation that like you can still have a good time with your person. And I do think this is a really important piece, and you kind of alluded to it earlier. We talk about it often. We are not seeking these experiences out to fulfill anything in our relationship that we don't already have. Right. This is all extra. This is all fun. This is all bonus. This is all hot experiences. Like, I don't want to engage in a serious relationship with anybody else. Right. Like, he is my person. Right. And we have great sex and we enjoy each other, but we just like to enjoy these other pieces that really just make our sex life so much better, and our intimacy and our connection and our communication and all that. Yeah.
And, you know, the other thing is, I want to mention to you that I appreciate the fact that you came right out with the statement that, you know, you could not perform that time.
It's so common.
Because,
it's so common.
And I say that because that problem is rampant in the lifestyle.
Yeah.
And it is surprising. I know it was surprising to me when it happened to me, because I don't have ED, right? I don't have any issue getting hard. I don't have any issue with that. But what you don't realize when you're new is just how much of a mind fuck,
how much of a mental game this is. Absolutely.
I mean, it's one thing to be, you know, in your room at night. It's another thing to be in front of 6 or 8 other people, you know? And I joke with everybody that when I started into the lifestyle with this mentality that I still had when I was probably 18. Okay. When I was 18, I could have fucked a screen door. Okay. Turns out at the ripe young age now of 42, it takes a little more than that. But I didn't know. And that one is tough because, kind of like you're talking about, I had an experience like that and it threw me for a loop. Like, I had no confidence after that.
Well, I went to the doctor.
Yeah.
And I talked to him, and I was open with him. Like,
oh, wow.
He's, well, why? And I'm like, well, because we have an open marriage and this is happening. He goes, you don't have ED. He says, you've got, it's all in your head. He goes, I'll prescribe it to you.
Right.
He said, you can try it.
Good for that doctor for having that conversation with you. That's awesome.
I mean, the side effects, I don't want to use because it's horrible.
Yeah.
It plugs your sinuses and it's just ridiculous. But, yeah, no, I mean, I did go that route just to see if maybe that would help. But 100%, it's all in your head.
Yeah. Yes, it absolutely is.
And it's also, you know, I've had experiences where the man couldn't perform, but we've still had a good time. So a lot of times you have to be with a person who's just willing to still have fun and not just berate people or yes, I'm sure people can be disappointed about it. But I can't imagine for a man who wants to engage in sex with somebody else and now they have the opportunity and they're getting into it and they can't perform. I can only imagine what of a mind fuck that is for you guys. I'm not going to add into that. Why would I do that?
But honestly, and this is where it falls apart, is a lot of guys get frustrated.
Oh yeah.
They get upset. I've heard of stories of guys where they, practically have a temper tantrum about it, and if you could
especially if wife is kind of playing, right? They can't gauge.
And if you could just say to your partner, hey, that's not working for me. Let's do something else. Because there are lots of other things you could do.
Yeah, you've got other ways to pleasure.
Absolutely. You don't have to just quit. It doesn't have to be just over now. There are so many other things that we can do that are fun and we can still have a great time.
One of the experiences that I had recently is, we were kind of playing a little bit and he kind of lost his hard on. And then we just kind of sat and just chatted. It was like intermission. And we were talking about what we were talking about. And then we kind of built our way back up. We started talking dirty and then it worked and it was fine. So but again, it was clearly there's no pressure there.
That's
right?
what it is.
And I think it was just,
you can kind of let the pressure off and then things start to work again.
Maybe I should get a smaller Plinko board and just bring it with us each time we can play Plinko in the intermission.
There you go. That works.
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
And snacks.
Plinko
and snacks time. I got to tell you, what we like the most with couples is full swap on the same bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we like the most. Everybody's just kind of everywhere, My very favorite part of it is the cuddle puddle afterwards. Because I have this complete kink.
He does.
It's this crazy kink in that we're all just laying around naked, talking, hanging out afterwards. And I'll just kind of get around Mrs. Snow and then just kind of slowly start fucking Mrs. Snow while we all keep talking. I love that. Oh my God, I get so horny thinking about that.
And what's funny is sometimes I'm I'm in the middle of a conversation with somebody and he's just going to town behind me and there's sometimes, and this is funny, sometimes I'm just God damn it. All right, well, I guess we're doing this.
Here it goes again.
It's best to let him finish.
No. Keep doing what you're doing. It's fine.
What did you tell me about that, place you went to? We'll just keep having
Keep playing Plinko.
Yeah, it's fine.
Keep playing Plinko.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on with us. We really, really appreciate it.
And what are you guys, what's your next, so you're doing this cruise.
Yeah.
And then are you planning on going to any other hotel takeovers in the future? Have you kind of made plans?
Yeah, we don't have anything booked at the moment.
Okay. I think they have one every month, right? More or less. Through May, through June. You'll definitely have to keep us in touch and let us know when you go. And I think we're hoping to go to another one or two this year. So we'll definitely try to have to meet up.
I know they have a Halloween one that I think I'd really like to go to. I was talking to a couple
you just want to pimp out Snow White over there.
Hell yeah, you know it. Maybe I can dress up as Prince Charming.
Oh, there you go.
Well, don't feel bad. Mrs. Snow just wants to hunt down Mr. Country. So
that's true. That's true. There are ulterior motives. It's fine.
We're all good. 100%.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, it was so great talking to you guys. And again, we're looking forward to seeing you guys in the next hotel takeover and see what new things are on the Plinko boards.
Yeah, we'd love to hear about how your cruise goes.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, should we bring the Plinko board?
No.
No.
Can't explain that going through customs.
Way too long to make that thing. But yeah, we'll definitely let you guys know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we would love it. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thanks again, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. We want to hear from you. Email us at SnoMilf@yahoo.com. That's SNOMILF@yahoo.com. You can also join us on our Discord and have some fun interactive conversations with us. The link is in the show notes. Talk to you soon.